Now in measure 7, what's your melodic thread that you're thinking about? Certainly, I'm not sure I'd want to hear a lot of thumbs, would I? I'm thinking toward the upper fingers for some reason. Let's see. You're really going toward the longer fingers, believe it or not. So think of it a little bit less thumb heavy when you play measure 7. Let your thumbs be lighter. In slow motion. Don't play it as fast as I did.
Right.
Yeah, that worked. That worked very beautifully. I mean, suddenly that was so musical, you know? Yeah, because that may have been the problem too, that we're getting a little jarred by a lot of thumb activity that was pulling that passage down. You know what the explanation is? I always like to have an explanation, and I appreciate your teaching me to teach myself why I say that. Because you have the second suspension, which we're listening for, to the third. It's upstairs. The second to the third. That's why. That's exactly the reason why. Because what's so beautiful about this section is the seconds to the thirds. The seconds to the thirds, such as, right? Here it goes. Ta-dee. So that the thumbs would be absolutely out of order to try to compete with the seconds to the third resolutions. Yeah, there's the answer right there. And that's why it worked really well this time when you did it that way, thinking of the upper resolutions, the 5-4 to the 5-3, the 4-3 to the 4-2, the 4-3 to the 5-3, the 4-2. See what I'm saying? The seconds to the thirds.
Yeah.
So rhythms throws it off a little there. Rhythm practice throws it off. But it does it loosens up your arm, but it throws off the thread of notes you really want to bring out. Now let's go back to that whole section up to, let's say, measure 8, and see if we can get the seconds to the thirds fleshed out again. Less. What's so beautiful about this is we expect him to go, watch. Right? But he goes to the D, which is the 6th chord of what? Of F major, which is so beautiful. So you're going dominant, 6th chord. Yeah, the D is the deceptive cadence. It's not even a cadence, it's a deceptive progression. Yeah, deceptive. Yeah, that is too beautiful when he does that. So you want to go separately. A simple scale to the dominant, to the 6th chord, 3 chord. 6th chord goes to the 3 chord. Absolutely gorgeous.
Crash.
Yeah, this is a place where it could get very kind of like redundant if someone went. Like someone would say, well, what the heck is that? So I think of it as one harmony really rolling through F major. One harmony. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, We want to get away from anything like this. Anything like that. Or else it ruins the effect. But I'm thinking deeper wrist motion. I mean, the wrist is activating all of it. So I'm thinking deeper, still using my wrist, lighter arms using my wrist. And I hardly hear my thumbs going through that at all. Hardly. Yeah. So I want you to think a little more that you're activating your wrist through this whole thing instead of any finger actions up and down. You see how music total this wrist motion? All through it.